In this video we're going to have a look at what I believe to be one of the absolute fundamental concepts of developing your swing, and it's one that affects novices and high handicaps, and also at the other end of the game, at the elite end, it's one that will really affect your club speed. And what I'm talking about is the rotation of your upper half of your rib cage effectively. So we know that one of the massive factors on creating club speed is the speed in which you can rotate your upper half, and that's fairly instinctive, isn't it? We all want to kind of swing the club with our upper half and really get some power into it. However, it's very important that we have a sense of poise from the top of the swing and don't go too early with the rib cage. So, in any kind of swing model where you're trying to rotate, so if you're on my side-on mechanics program, that's very much the case. We're trying to rotate. If you rotate too hard from the top and you rotate the rib cage early, then you'll get the lead arm pulling too much across your chest, the club will steepen, it will throw out this way, and then you're really going to have a hard time finding impact. What we need to do is have a look at some of the really long hitters in the game that rotate massively fast, but they do it in the right order and sequence. So from the top of the swing, they would kind of sit back with their legs, they'd create this separation between the lower half and the upper half. So midway down, they'll look something like this, where the rib cage is only turned a little bit, but the lower half is really starting to open up. And from that point, we can then really hit the ball hard with our chest. So in creating that scenario, that takes skill, and it takes a certain amount of poise and composure from the top of the swing. So I start with just a few half shots or three-quarter shots. I've got a ball to target line here, and I've put a cane on that line just out in front of me, because I know that when I rotate my chest too aggressively and too early, the ball always starts left. Not necessarily because I'm swinging out to win, but I will end up steepening the shaft and closing the club face. So let's hit a few gentle wedges. Can I get the club behind me, sit down into my pelvis, but keep the chest closed long enough to then be able to turn through a little bit later? That felt reasonably good. Let's try that again. So that's all very well in a half swing. Can I create that same pattern with a fuller swing at more speed? And sure enough, that ball started down the target line, and I felt like I really turned through hard because I'd managed to keep my rib cage closed for longer. And sure enough, that had 97 miles an hour, which is fairly decent with a 7-iron, and it's gone 175 yards. If you've enjoyed this video, then please click subscribe, and I'll keep you up to date with more coaching information. And if you really want to take your game to the next level, then please visit my website, golfcoach.online, where you'll see there my subscription channel, which is Golf Coach Access, which is all about building a golf coaching and education community and having really structured long-term programs. And the best thing is you can get immediate free access.